on our next contest is 3 3-minute rounds in a catchweight contest of 75 kilograms. Introducing first of all your fighter in the blue corner, a K1 fighter standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing at 75 kilograms, 165 pounds. Brings with him a perfect record, 3 wins, no defeats, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Kokoro MMA in Dublin, Hugh Gleeson. His opponent across the cage in the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing at 74.3 kilograms, 164 pounds. Brings him the record, 3 wins, 1 defeat. Fighting out of the Grip House Gym in Glasgow and representing the Dinky Ninja Fight Team, Nick Benny.
On top 10, Frontline, Nick Benning in the black trunks against Hugh Gleeson with the ankle straps on as well.
It should be a good mix of styles. Nick's a really strong, athletic sort of ex-rugby player, and generally has really good takedowns and sort of strong top game stuff. But obviously he's recently made a move through to the Grip House in Glasgow, sort of honing his skills there. But he's managed to sort of shoot in early here and get that cage control.
It's a really well-matched fight. Gleeson 3-0, never tasted defeat in his career so far. Nick Benning 3-1, both at a similar level. 26-year-old Nick Benning, Hugh Gleeson, age 22, fighting out of Kokoro MMA in Dublin.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one as well, just with Hugh being, earlier when he was getting announced, he was announced himself as a K1 fighter, so it'd be interesting to see if, obviously prefers striking, but he seems to be doing a good job here controlling the clinch position against Nick. Nick's got those double unders though, so it could go bad quite quickly here for Hugh. Nick's managed to reverse the position for a second there. He's getting that head position. Hugh's doing a good job of using that whizzer to kind of stop him and managed to get a judo throw off of it.
Yeah, nice work there by Gleeson.
Nick working his way back to the cage, back at his feet.
Yeah,
off the
great
cage.
job by Benning. That was really quick to get himself back up into his feet, and the crowd appreciate that with a round of applause.
Absolutely, that was really good work. It's not very often you see guys, controlling that double overhook position and be offensive with it, but he seems to be doing a not too bad job. He's managed to get under over now, and again back to controlling that sort of cage position. Looking at the two of them, you would definitely think Nick was the stronger of the two, the more athletic of the two, but again Hugh looks to be really quite physically strong.
And what does they say about technique counting for so much more than strength, and quite a lot of times in this sport?
Absolutely. You can
make him think about it though, with those kind of hammer fists in that position. Back to his feet again. Benning with the red tape on his gloves. Both guys wearing black trunks, which is a little bit confusing.
I mean, he's under the neck here, but he kind of really needs to defend the takedown first. He's doing that, landing some nice wee strikes on the way there.
Well, that was a strange move by Gleeson there. He's ended up in a really bad position. Basically fell onto his back.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. He kind of maybe lost something in the position, but Nick's got a solid position here now. That sort of crucifix across the back, and he's landing some nice strikes here as well. He's on the neck as well here.
Now that looks certainly more troublesome than it was the last time.
It definitely looks pretty tight. He's doing a good job of keeping his composure here, Hugh. But I mean, it does look really tight.
10 seconds.
Well, he knows now he's not very long to hold on, and I'm sure he will manage to survive to the end of this round. But a good finish to the round by Nick Benning.
Yeah, I mean, with 10 seconds to go, I can't see the guy tapping. The problem with that here is now Nick's been squeezing sort of the last 15-20 seconds of the fight, so he's going to be a bit more tired than normally. But to be fair, I mean, he looks really fresh here, and you can see that Hugh's got a slight cut in his eye as well there. That's a good first round all round. It was pretty close.
Yeah, good finish to it by Benning, considering that Gleeson was maybe getting the better of him for most of the round. Always good to put that in the judges' minds right at the end of that round.
Yeah, definitely.
UFC referee Mark Goddard in charge of this fight. You've been ref by Mark Goddard before. It must be quite special being refereed by a guy who just knows exactly what's going on.
Nah, it doesn't
You
matter.
don't even
I
notice.
don't care. I'd rather have John Jameson in there. It doesn't make a difference to me. You know, you just want to beat up the guy.
10 seconds.
And they're all a pretty good level, let's be honest.
Yeah,
There
yeah, I mean,
aren't really any shitty refs around. They're all pretty
100%.
good.
If they're on top, they're going to be good guys. You know.
On top 10, Frontline round 2 about to get underway in the 75 kilogram catchweight amateur bout between Nick Binning with the red tape on his gloves against Hugh Gleeson in the blue corner.
Round 2.
Should be interesting. I'd imagine Hugh would be wanting to get some of his stand-up working here.
Nice jab in, followed by head kick
Looked
by
like
Gleeson.
he landed that head kick, but Nick managed to get under him. He's in on the hips, you know, clearly here. Looks like he's doing a good job, but with Hugh being quite tall, he's managing to sort of pull him up there and turn him. He's going for a shot of his own there. Sort of grueling battle here. This is the real tiring part, you know. Both guys working for the takedown.
He very nearly fell into that strange position again, and I thought he was
Yeah.
going to fall back onto his backside, and thankfully for him managed to avoid that.
It seems like on the actual takedowns where he seems to be struggling.
I guess it's just Binning's strength is just,
Yeah,
it's very,
throwing
very
him off a
difficult
bit.
to get down.
Nick again with those double unders, but Hugh seems to be doing a good job of nullifying them. I mean, it's a really strong position, but he's managed to get an underhook
Nice
of his
knee to the
own
body
there.
by Gleeson.
Nick in with a shot there. Difficult when Hugh's got that underhook though, and
Yeah, it takes away a lot of options, doesn't it, from the guy who's
he's not
trying to
cle-
get it to the ground.
he's not cleaning in the hips, and that's where the issue is. He's stepping in there to attempt the lift.
Gleeson just took a huge breath there, just taking this
Yeah.
opportunity to get his breath back and recompose himself.
Oh, that knee seemed to land. Yeah, just from where we were sitting we couldn't see it, but it was clearly an illegal knee. Not ideal.
Gleeson was immediately apologetic. I think he realised, certainly didn't mean it. No need for him to do that. He was in a decent position. He was doing very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Gleeson seems to be a class act apologising. Obviously Nick can take as long as he needs to here as well, you know. They're giving him the position back from the looks of things. It's fair enough. He was, you know, very close to completing a takedown when that landed. But again, I don't know if Nick took as long as he needed to recover there, because a bit of delayed reaction, but I'm sure he knows better than anybody. I'm actually quite surprised that Hugh's not separating and trying to land strikes more, but sometimes that's the best way to go about it, is just engage the wrestling if you're confident enough there.
Again, he try to drag that away from the fence there, but Binning's very, very strong. Binning just telling the referee that was fine, and he landed safely enough. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, it seems like the issue is that Hugh's posture's not quite right when he's trying to complete the takedown, and he's driving in fine, but he's almost thrown himself off. It's fine if you just want to keep him there, but it's not ideal for taking him down. Again, a pretty grueling round.
Who do you think's getting the best of it so far, Craig?
It's honestly hard to say, to be honest. It's a lot of it took place against the cage, and it's a lot of been turning back and forth.
No one's landed any severely tough strikes or anything like that would kind of slip in the referee's mind. Judge's mind, beg your pardon.
It's very close, it's all for the taking. It could really go to who's the most dominant in this round. It could easily be down to this round.
It's a lovely arena, this for the OnX Centre in Linwood. It's the second time OnTop have been here. The first show was a great success. This one looks like going much the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good crowding tonight, despite this being one of the biggest sporting nights on the calendar. There's all kinds of finals happening in football and rugby. And
here we go, third round.
Third and final round in the 75-kilogram amateur bout.
Third and final round.
Nick Benning with the red tape on his gloves. Hugh Gleeson in the blue corner. This fight could go either way. It's been very close so far.
Both guys look really quite fresh as well, considering it's the third round. Nick landing some nice change in direction with strikes and right in with that take.
That's really interesting to see.
Excellent double leg there, you know.
Looks a different fighter at the start of this round. Great to see him trying to take the initiative.
You know, some guys are like that. Sometimes it just takes around, a round or two for them to get into the swing of it, and he's came on strong there, and back to sort of being aggressive, and it's paying off for him. We've got a nice solid half guard position here. It should end up on the back here.
Gleeson keeping hold of that left leg though, trying to do something, but it's not really worked out for him.
Great job of Gleeson managing to get back to his feet there, but Nick's back in the hips and he's very close to completing a lift here. He's under. Again, with Gleeson being that tall, he's got a nice wide stance here, but he's clipped the leg and got that takedown again. Nice work by Nick there. Nick's in a solid half guard position. I mean, this so far has probably been the most dominant of any of the rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been the most dominant spell from either fighter, certainly from Benning. This is his best spell of the fight so far. Gleeson really trying to shove him over here.
This is very close. Nick's probably going to choose to get back to his feet here, and he's on the back. Really,
it was a smart move by Benning actually, because Gleeson was very close to getting out of that position.
Absolutely, he had two options there: end up in the bottom or come out and take the back, and he took the right option. He's back in a controlling position. He's not been. He's pretty much always been in a controlling position for the majority of this round. In a nice solid position there, and he might be able to drop under for the hips here as well. He's narrowing Gleeson's stance there as well, so it gives him an opportunity to then drop down and sort of lock his arms, which he's attempting, and he has locked his arms at this stage, and he should be able to complete the takedown off of that.
Is it the fact that Gleeson is so tall that's making this more difficult than it should be?
That wide stance as well. The fact he's got that wide stance is helping, and he's using his overhooks here basically to bring Nick up. Now that one landed clean in the gut. Nick has maybe given Nick a bit of an adrenaline boost there to try and complete a takedown. Again, it's just because he's got those extra couple of inches in height, usually where he'd be able to lift him up and drive, he's lifting him up, but because he's so tall, he's not managing to complete the takedown. Yeah,
great balance as well by Gleeson. He's doing a good job.
Even at that though, he's fair enough. Gleeson is landing some sort of quite nice knees here. Definitely Nick's dictating where the fight's taking place here. There we go.
That was maybe smart, moving him away from the cage to try and take away the advantage that he has with the height and having his back up against the cage, preventing him getting taken down. Good stuff by Nick Benning.
Definitely.
He finds himself in the middle of the cage with some decent time left to work.
The cage was saving him on a few occasions, but he has managed to get a sweep, and he's finished this round in mount. Nick pretty much controlling the full round. He's managed to... oh, wow, really nice here by Nick.
Well, I said he had good time to work. He had less than 20 seconds. But as much as the fact that Gleeson finished the round in a good position, there's no doubt who round that was. It was Nick Benning.
But I wouldn't like to be the judges as far as calling who the overall winner was. It was a really good fight for both guys. Both guys left it all in there. Quite a grueling fight as well, I'd say obviously.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's show your appreciation once again for both fighters. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. On this occasion, the judges cannot split them. It is a majority draw. Let's hear once again for Hugh Gleeson and Nick Benning.